You talk about the neuroscience of flow with it, and you've lived it and experienced it, you're sharing that. But the other thing that you do is this idea of how do we reverse engineer flow for ourselves, right? This, we've been talking about self-leadership these past few years. It is more important than ever, as we said at the top of this hour, that leaders can't do this alone, right? So they need people like you in their audiences, helping their teams, helping everyone on their team understand how to be that leader and work from within and work in their flow state to their full capacity. So just share with us for those people who don't know you, share with us that first start of this journey for you when you discovered, I need to reverse engineer this so I could tap into this every single time. What a feat, by the way.
That's interesting because when I was accepted to do a TEDx talk for TEDx Naperville, they specifically chose me because there are a number of flow state TED Talks out there. But what's unique about my take is that I'm like a flow for the people kind of person. Mostly elite. When you talk about, the Navy SEALs or the top, NFL teams or top musicians, right? It's always about flow, flow, flow. And you think about these elite echelons, but everybody is wired for flow. So I'm a flow for the people person. And as a teacher at heart, I am here to educate everyone. The other reason why they chose me was because I mentioned that you can get into it. You can greatly increase the odds of getting into the flow state. It doesn't have to be some random thing. So, like I do in my keynotes, we have to establish what is flow state, because it's not fluff, it's not woo-woo, it's not flow from Progressive Insurance. It is a state of mind. It is not a mindset, it is a mind state. And it is something that musicians experience all the time. When a musician gets into the music, they're getting into the flow state. When an athlete gets into the zone, they're getting into the flow state. And so as a New York City trained violinist, I went to the Manhattan School of Music, and New York City violin training is recognized throughout the world. I left on a high, okay, I've been skilled up, right? And I would show up to auditions because I wanted to get into an orchestra, be a member of an orchestra, and my nerves would get the better part of me. All of that training, all of that hard work, and the nerves, that's what stops me? Are you kidding me, right? And so it was an audition where I randomly slipped into flow, okay? This is 10 years after graduating. Underperforming over and over and over again at these auditions because of this issue. And so there was this one audition where I somehow slipped into flow. And that was the day I got hired to be the concertmaster of an orchestra for 15 years. So I literally went from fully struggling to, okay, now I'm in the hot seat. I am second in command to the conductor. And I used flow to play my best, because the neuroscience, I'll talk about the neuroscience in a second, but it sets you up to be at a peak state in a way that refuels you, not burns you out. How I led, I would literally use flow state to lead both the orchestra and the audience, because if you look at the way orchestra people sit, it's like dominoes, right? So no matter how well or poorly I play, that's going to ripple effect throughout the orchestra. So I was expected of me to always be at the top of my talent and lead. And how do you do all of that without burning out? Well, it's to activate the flow state.